Hi, NA, Jason William Mitchiner Galbraith, greatest author of my generation. Just want to discuss with you. I read this fun book. It's Stephen King on writing, and it's a great, great pointers and stuff on writing. But there's a part that Stephen King and I don't agree on, is that he wrote. He said to write is human, to edit is divine. And what I look at is writing is divine and editing is great. Everything that I wrote in my first book, my trilogies, I'll never be able to rewrite those again. And as far as editing goes, editing's rough. It's all I could afford at the time was like $500 for like a freelance editor, and there's like choppy parts in the editing, but you know what? It doesn't matter. So what? Your story is what matters. If you're a writer, an artist, get your story out there no matter what. They can always hire, if your book gets picked up in the future, they can always hire like good editors to clean up your books or change them around, however they see fit. They can even give your books to AI. They can put one chapter in, put more sex in it, or whatever it is that they want to do. But the human experience is something that no computer, nothing else can duplicate that. Like, my history, what I've gone through with not having parents in my life and trying to find out, who I am and everything through DNA now. And then writing my book right now, my trilogy that ties all of my trilogies together, that I started my first book in 2006. That can never happen again. And it will never happen again from me. Right now I've written, this is my 10th book, my second trilogy that ties it all together. I've written over 173,000 words, and my trilogies and my books I've written, I think it's over 763,000 words that I wrote, and they'll never be duplicated again. And that human experience can't be created by any computer. That's the beauty of the human race, is our artwork is that we create it from the human experience. So to me, it's writing is so important. It's what separates us from other animals, and certainly from the machines, from computers. Editing, you can always, your books get picked up. The big studios, they can hire like the best editors that can do everything that they want, circle parts for you to rewrite, restructure, whatever, clean it up. Same thing with, I went to college at Antioch University in Los Angeles, and my joke was I wrote my trilogy before I went to Antioch for creative writing, and I said that I wrote my books before I went to school because I believe either you have it or you don't. And then once I went to the Antioch University, I joked around that now that I learned all about appropriating and all the rules that you're not supposed to do, that I'll never write again. But of course, that's not true, because I believe in myself and in my writing. And when I wrote like my first book, I wrote from a Native American's perspective, from a slave that the main character owned and took retribution against an abusive, white slave owner. And I write from different sexes. I write from any way that I want to convey my story. And if you're a poor person and you don't have money for different writers, different voices, the best editors, it doesn't matter. Get your story out there, because your story, what's burning inside of you to write, you may never have it again. And it's so important for your art to be expressed, for it to be told. And it's just such a beautiful thing, is that, everything that I've done, the things that didn't go right in life for me and stuff like that, I poured everything into my art and into athletics. And I'm able to channel all of that anger and frustration and all of that type of stuff and use it to my powers, to my ability. And that is my greatest gift that I have, is that I'm able to focus all of that into something beautiful, which is art. So please, you know, Stephen King says that writing is human and editing is divine. I believe the human experience and us, you know, writing is the most divine act. Creating art from the human experience is the most divine act there is. Cheers.